The disappearance of Pinar Gultekin. It was a sunny day in the quiet town of Ula in Turkey's Mugla province. Pinar Gultekin, a 27-year-old university student studying economics at Mugla University, left her home in the Akyaka neighborhood. She lived alone, independent and ambitious, dreaming of a bright future. One day Pinar didn't answer her phone. Her family and friends called repeatedly, but there was no response. Panic set in. Her younger sister, Sibel, and their mother, Sefika, immediately traveled to Mugla, hoping to find her safe. They reported her missing to the local gendarmerie and turned to social media for help, spreading Pinar's photo and pleading for any information. Days passed, but there was no sign of Pinar. The once peaceful town buzzed with speculation and fear. A sinister turn. The investigation soon pointed to a man named Semel Avsi, a 32-year-old married father of two. Avsi, a local bar owner, was someone Pinar had crossed paths with in the past. He claimed they had once been in a relationship, but her family disputed this, insisting he was an obsessive stalker. According to them, he had met Pinar at a bar and, after she rejected his advances and blocked him on social media, he couldn't handle the rejection. The truth about what happened on that fateful day was horrifying. Avsi confessed that he met Pinar and tried to rekindle their supposed relationship. When she refused, an argument broke out. He claimed things got out of control, and in a fit of rage, he beat her unconscious. Then, in an act of pure evil, he strangled her to death. But the horror didn't end there. In a cold, calculated attempt to cover his tracks, Avsi drove Pinar's lifeless body to a secluded forest in Yurksik. There, he had already prepared a garbage barrel. He placed her body inside, doused it with gasoline, 2 bottles, purchased earlier that day, and set it on fire. Once the flames died down, he poured concrete over the remains, believing he had hidden his crime forever. The investigation unfolds. Pinar's disappearance had gripped the nation, and her family's relentless efforts to find her kept the pressure on the authorities. Following Avsi's confession, investigators uncovered damning evidence, surveillance footage showing him purchasing gasoline and driving to the forest. Yet, the Gultekin family wasn't convinced this was a crime of passion. Their lawyer, Rizan Apozdemir, argued this was premeditated murder, and Avsi didn't act alone. Suspicion fell on his brother and several others, including his ex-wife and parents, for allegedly helping him destroy evidence. The verdict. The trial was long and emotionally charged. In the end, Avsi was found guilty of Pinar's murder. Initially, he was sentenced to aggravated life imprisonment, the harshest punishment under Turkish law. However, in a controversial decision, the court reduced his sentence to 23 years, citing unjust provocation. A legal term suggesting the victim's actions provoked the crime. This decision sparked outrage across the country. Women's rights activists and the public were furious, seeing it as yet another example of a judicial system that failed to protect women. As for Avsi's alleged accomplices, including his brother and parents, they were acquitted due to lack of evidence. Pinar's family, however, vowed to continue their fight for justice, refusing to let her memory be tarnished by a legal loophole.